All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a Toronto Raptors video. If you enjoy this video, you like Raptors content, you like NBA content, be sure to hit that like button. Drop a comment down below. Also hit that subscribe button. Trying to hit 9,000 subs by the end of the month. Man, this game was a doozy. So I won't lie to you. I was mainly focused on Bulls Rockets tonight. I'm a huge Bulls fan. I'm a huge Rockets fan. Live here in Chicago. Needed to watch that game very closely, but I was able to watch a decent amount of this Toronto Raptors game, specifically in the second half, because boy, oh boy, they were like working with something like magical almost. I mean, dude, I don't even know where to start. That was a crazy win. I mean, that was literally a crazy win. And the Raptors desperately needed this. I mean, maybe not desperately, because your record was 8-10 heading into this game. I mean, you could get to 8-11. It's not the end of the world, but let's be real here. Let's stop beating around the bush. The Rockets, the Raptors needed this win tonight. You're on the road. You're playing the Memphis Grizzlies. It's not an easy win. And so we said last week, what did we say? What did we say? We said this next week is going to be huge for the Raptors, because you have a bunch of games against good but not great teams. I'm talking the Grizzlies. I'm talking the Pacers. I'm talking the Hornets. I'm talking the Celtics. Like, on the road, the offense has been struggling. The defense has been struggling. You're without OG Anunoby. I wasn't anticipating after the way the first, not even just like the first quarter, just the first half in general. I mean, the Raptors gave up 39 points in the second quarter. It's just ridiculous. My prediction that the Raptors were going to win the game, it was at halftime, it was so low. It was so low. And the score could have been tied. The Raptors could have been up by 5. Like, it's just with the eye test, man, they were not even close. The Memphis Grizzlies offensively in the first half were playing phenomenal. And to be quite honest with you, I wasn't sure if the Raptors were going to have an answer. If I'm being real with you, I didn't think the Raptors were going to have an answer, because when you have a team score like 32 and then 39, and you're just kind of strutting back there, like you're putting up some points, but you're putting up like 25, you're just down. Like, you're down, and your offense is not nearly as good as Memphis, and your defense is not nearly as good as Memphis at halftime. So if you ask me at halftime, like, here's $10, who are you betting on? I'm going with the Grizzlies, because it's like they cannot, like, they're making all their shots. They're not being sloppy. They're playing good defense. Like, the Grizzlies are the better basketball team right now. What does Toronto do? Well, first off, Precious Achiuwa drops like 17 in the third quarter. Brother, what? Man, I love talking about Precious Achiuwa because, we talk about it all the time. Like, he's a project. He's a project player. I don't think anyone is disputing that fact. He's a project player. So it's not going to be consistent. Kem Birch was out tonight. So what does that mean? You're going to see more Chris Boucher. You're going to see more Scotty Barnes. You're going to see more of everybody, but specifically Precious Achiuwa. And thankfully, Precious Achiuwa actually drew the start. I mean, dude, 17 in the third. Gary Trent Jr. had like 16. I think he actually, I'm pretty sure Precious had 17 in the third, and I'm pretty sure Gary Trent had 16. I'm pretty sure those are exact numbers. I don't want to say 100% because I'm only 99.9% sure. Off chance I'm wrong, but dude, that's 33 points in 2 quarters from 2 players. If the Raptors found a way to lose that basketball game despite Precious Achiuwa dropping 17 in the third and despite Gary Trent Jr. dropping 16 in the fourth, I would have major issues. Like, I would be concerned right now. I get it. They're without Kem Birch. They're without OG Anunoby. But you got to find ways to win. If you're going to produce like that, you got to find ways to win. And that's what the Raptors did, man. The Raptors, shout out to them, because they really figured that defense out in the second half. Like, they just figured that out in an instant. It was like clockwork. Like, literally, first half ends like, oh, this Raptors defense is looking horrible. Third quarter starts, oh my God, it's a new bolt of energy. The Raptors look fresh, they look confident, they look energetic, they look composed. Like any positive adjective or noun or verb, or it's not a noun, any positive adjective or verb or whatever the hell, insert that into the Raptors, and that's what they were in the second half. So, let me stroke my beard. What's next? You got to ride this momentum. I mean, you really got to ride this momentum because Memphis is a really good basketball team. And let's actually, you know what? Let's dive into some stats here. Because Toronto is 7-4 at home, 7-4 on the road. So what's next? Realistically, win a home game. I mean, like literally, like actually, like win a home game because you're 2-6 at home. So you actually need to win a home game. That's really important. I think that my bold prediction here is that the Raptors go on at least a 3-game winning streak here. I think this is going to be a very similar boost as to the Raptors' 5-game winning streak earlier this month. The reason behind that is because the defense just looks like they've been clicking a lot better. Like it looks like they're finally not like flocking towards any half inch of space that the opponent draws on your teammate and they're coming in for help. So the defense is getting better every single game. The offense is getting better every single game. But specifically, I want to talk about the bench because if you guys watched my Raptors video yesterday, I talked a lot about the bench. I actually made yesterday's video with the title of here's the Toronto Raptors issue, and it was the bench. And tonight, they didn't play much. This is an issue I have with Nick Nurse where it's like, bro, tonight was fine. They needed a win tonight, but some nights where it's like, and none of the Raptors starters touched 40 minutes tonight, but when they do, and it's like, when the Raptors starters touch 40 minutes and they lose, it's like, brother, like this is a fucking nightmare. But tonight, Chris Boucher, very, very, very limited time because Yuta Watanabe returned tonight, which is really cool. But Chris Boucher, he produced in the very little time he had. Yuta Watanabe, I mean, he wasn't really getting it going on the offensive end. He didn't even make a field goal, but oh my God, defensively already making an impact. 2 steals, 2 blocks. Like, I mean, Yuta, dude, I'm worried he's not going to have a spot in this rotation. But then I just remind myself, even if he doesn't have a spot in the rotation, just wait till the trade deadline. Hopefully Goran gets traded. Hopefully Chris Boucher gets traded. And that'll enter more minutes for these young guys. Moving on, Svi, finally, brother. I said this yesterday. I said this in yesterday's video. The last time Svi had more than 2 threes in a game was like the first week in November. What does he do tonight? 2 of 4 from downtown, gives you 8 points. What does Malachi Flynn do? Not only did he get 12 minutes, let's freaking go. Finally, because that's the thing. If you're having offensive issues on your bench, and you have Malachi Flynn and Goran, but like realistically, you have Malachi Flynn on the bench, just look at Malachi Flynn's starter numbers from last year, and you'll be like, why isn't he getting minutes? Tonight, 12 minutes for him, 3 of 4 from the field, threw in 4 assists, threw in 6 points. You also saw some production from Delano Banton. He had a couple of rebounds, a couple of assists, and 4 points. So, like, I mean, this Raptors win was really good. I mean, it was really impressive to me. I know the Memphis Grizzlies they're only 9-9, but let's be real here. I mean, they're a playoff team. They made the playoffs last year. They're going to make the playoffs again this year. They got Ja Morant, who's just an absolute superstar. Triple J is not too bad himself. I like what Memphis is cooking with. Jonas, I really like what they're cooking with. So this win, this is a huge win. And I hope the comment section backs me up on this because it's hard because I'm not like, I live in Chicago. Like, I don't know Raptors fans. I don't, like, it's not like my buddies are texting me like, yo, that win was crazy. Like, I wish. But that's not what's happening. So I rely on you guys in my comment section to let me know what Raptors Nation is feeling like. So hit that like button, hit that sub button, man. We're out here posting videos every single day, so I know you guys would like it. That's it. And drop your opinions down below on the Raptors. I'm pretty happy, man. I'm pretty excited. I think they need to go on a little bit of win streak here, though, to get back on track. So when OG Anunoby returns, boy, oh boy, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Peace.